Okay folks, welcome back once again to The Long Dark, the video number 4 in our Hopeless Rescue series. We are in Pleasant Valley Farmstead, pretty much exactly where we left off before, and I am going to make my way over to Timberwolf Mountain, which is an area I have never been in, so this is going to be very interesting. I'm fueled up with coffee and I have a brand with me which isn't as good as an actual torch, but never mind, I couldn't be bothered to make an actual torch. Oh, excellent. The weather's perfect. Perfect travelling conditions. It's going to blow this brand straight out, isn't it? And yes, it did. Okay. Did it blow it out? Did it expire? Or did I drop it? I don't really know, if I'm completely honest, but we haven't got it anymore, so that was a bit pointless. Never mind. Okay, so I'm now going to make my way across to Timberwolf Mountain, which I've never actually been to Timberwolf Mountain, so I'm not really sure where I'm going. There's a wolf over there. Where I'm going or what I'm doing or anything. Now I've got a vague idea where it is. I think if I follow the river and do some twisty turny things, we will eventually end up at Timberwolf Mountain. I think it's near the picnic area, but I've never actually been up that way, so I don't really know. But if I drop down onto the river and follow that, I think we'll be heading in vaguely the right direction. I'm pretty sure they've changed the sound effects, you know. If you remember in video number 3, I said that my earphones were quite loud, the volume was quite loud. I've actually I've knocked the volume down by 50%, but it's still really quite loud. And the wind noise is blow my eardrums out, so I think they might have upped the up this a little bit. Unfortunately, the headphones I've got, I can't change the volume locally, so I'm going to have to put up with this really loud wind noise. So apologies in video number 3 if my commentary wasn't quite there. I was really quite tired when I filmed that one, and I had this really distracting noise in my ear the whole way through it, so hopefully it won't be quite so bad this time through. But we're going to head over to Timberwolf Mountain. I think if you follow this river, go right at this split and left at the next split, under a bridge you'll get to a waterfall which is heading towards the picnic area, and then you can kind of bear left and you kind of end up back on a path which leads you up there. I think this is where it could all come unravelled. Obviously we've got this time limit. We've got 4.5 days left, or 4 days, 5 hours left, to get ourselves to Desolation Point, having retrieved the pistol. This is where it could all come unstuck. Having never been to Timberwolf Mountain, and not really knowing where it is, it could all come very, very badly wrong at this point, if we take too long to get across to it. I mean, I'm kind of assuming that that's Timberwolf Mountain up ahead of us, because it's the tallest peak around this area. How are we doing? Yep, we are getting cold, but not too bad, because we've got that coffee bonus. Okay, so we're coming up to the first split in the river, so we're going to want to go right here, I believe. So we want to follow this round to the right. There might be other ways of doing this or whatever, but because I don't know where I'm going, I'm following a path I think is correct from where I've been told Timberwolf Mountain is. So we'll see if we end up there. My target, I know Timberwolf Mountain a little bit from watching other videos, so I know there's a mountaineer's hut by the side of a lake, which I think is not too far from where you enter Timberwolf Mountain, so that's kind of what I'm aiming for in this video. I'm kind of aiming to get there, if I can. There are probably quicker ways of doing this, but I want to stick to the path that I know so I don't get lost, basically. It's really quite windy. Minus 22 degrees. It's quite early in the morning. We've got 10 hours of daylight left, which is not... Oh, that's immediately changed to minus 12. It's not the best time to travel, in all honesty, very, very early in the morning, because that's when it's at its coldest. It's generally better just to wait a little bit. But obviously we've got this time restriction, so I've got to get a shift on. I hate it when it stutters like that. because it makes me feel like something bad's about to happen. So far, touch wood, we haven't been plagued by bears or wolves or anything, so I'm kind of hoping that it stays that way. That's better. The wind's died down a bit. My coffee bonus has expired. Obviously, I lost my brand quite a long time ago. I can craft a torch. I have got... Oh no, I haven't actually, because I didn't bring any fuel with me. Okay, now I know at some point I need to go left. There's a fork in the river and I need to go left. Going up to a birch forest here. It's a lot easier now that I haven't got that wind blowing in my ears. I can actually hear what I'm doing. Okay, so somewhere around here there's another fork in the river. And we want to go left. At that fork.
I need to find some place to escape this cold.
Oh, be quiet. It's tricky because I have a feeling that if I kind of went that way, I probably would end up in the right place, but I don't want to just risk going vaguely anywhere and getting lost. I don't know this area of the map very well. I don't come over this part of Pleasant Valley very often, so... In fact, I think I've only been, in all the times I've played The Long Dark, I think I've only been over to this corner of the map once, and I don't think I've ever actually been up to that picnic area. Or if I have, I've only been there once and I just made a fleeting stop. I have been down this way before, but I think I literally have only just come this way the once. Okay, so here's the next fork in the river. So I want to go this way. There is a bridge here. I am actually quite cold now. If I go into risk of hypothermia, I might stop and just build a little campfire. Just to get my temperature back up. It's because my clothing isn't very good. Okay, so we've got a bridge here. Which I was expecting. And there's some waterfalls. So we need to be bearing left, I believe, at this point.
Damn. I'm freezing.
Ah, crap. We are now at risk of hypothermia. Right, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hide under this bridge. And I'm just going to light myself a little campfire. Whoops. Oh, we might as well use that. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and use that. We'll use my magnifying glass, save ourselves a match. And in real life, I'm just going to drink my tea as well. Which is apple tea. Slightly unusual, but very nice. Less caffeine in it than ordinary tea, but actually, quite frankly, at the moment, I need the caffeine. I have been photo editing non-stop for the last week.
It worked.
It worked! It worked! Oh, wondrous. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to sit here for sort of a little bit of time. I'm going to try not to stand in the fire, because I have actually killed myself doing that before now in the Long Dark. It was really rather embarrassing. Right, I'm going to stand by the fire for a few minutes. I've only got a 24-minute fire. Let's just do a quick appraisal of our supply situation. We're actually doing pretty good. I might even go for the coffee trick again, actually. I've got enough time to do that. So let's actually go ahead and do that, because that'll just help us a little bit more for the rest of the trip. Actually makes quite a lot of sense. I'm going to take a brand as well. There we go. So let's... Oops, nope. Let's go into here and let's find this cup of coffee. And let's drink it. So that's going to help us a little bit. There's a bit warmer. I can hear deer running around. Okay, fire's pretty much out. So let's get ourselves moving again. I am actually crouched, so let's uncrouch. Okay, I can hear deer running around. Here we are. So hopefully they are running from me. Okay, so we need to vaguely go left here, I believe. and ultimately bear around to the right. So I'm kind of just going to follow the foot of this mountain round, I think. So we'll just keep sort of going this way. How's our temperature? Not too bad. Feels like -4 at the moment. That's not too bad. It's this unfortunate situation that I really, at this point, I am flying blind. I don't know where I'm going, and this is where it could all unravel. If I get lost, obviously with the time restriction, I'm probably going to run out of time. There's actually that tree's actually hollow. Interesting. Okay, I don't know if this brand is really helping with my temperature thing, but it would certainly help in the dark for light, and it would certainly help. Because I know a lot of people who've been playing this challenge who've actually been travelling at night. I'm never a fan of travelling at night, but to be honest, if I fail this time, I think I'm going to have to next time. Okay, so to the best of my knowledge, we do need to kind of keep going this way, but not too far. We need to be probably heading around, hugging this mountainside, I think. And eventually I think we'll come across a path. Ah! A rope! There's a rope. I think that's probably a good sign. That's probably what we're looking for. A rope. My brand's gone out. So that's now just a stick. And I think I did actually drop it. Oh no, it is actually calling it a brand rather than a stick. Okay. Okay, so while I'm here, I'm just going to collect this old man's beard because I think we can quite possibly make use of that. Okay. Interestingly, oh, there we are. So it looks like it's gone a little bit wrong with the clipping. Right, okay, so we are now at a rope. Now, I've never actually climbed a rope in the Long Dark, so I don't really know the mechanic of how it works. So let's go. I assume I have only so long to get up there before I expire and risk falling. So hopefully we can get all the way to the top. Looking at that little bar. Hey! Okay, so I assume we're going the right way. Yes, there's another one. So I assume we need to be making our way up this way. This is where we need to be going. So let's... I'm just kind of hoping that our fatigue level is pretty good. But if there's many more of these, it's not going to be quite so good. Oh, hang on a minute. No, we're not going to make it up. So let's just drop back off again. I think we probably just need to... I think that's probably... Is that the same as our sprint bar? Yes, it is. So we just need to wait for that to regenerate before we try climbing this, I think. Otherwise, we're not going to make it up. So let's just take stock then. 4 days, 2 hours in. I do wish that would hang around a little bit longer sometimes. I wonder if I hold the button down, it'll stay on the screen. Oh, yes, it does. So we are not too bad condition, actually. Feels like -8 degrees, 100% condition. Plenty of calories on board. We're not encumbered. I'm hoping I can now get on this rope. Hopefully we can make it up. It's getting misty, which is not good. Oh my goodness me. So this for me is a whole new thing because I've never done this before. And I assume the more tired you are, the lower your condition or the more encumbered you are, the more likely it is you're going to fall off. Okay, well we've made it. We're up. We are now classed as encumbered though because we are tired. That really has worn us out. Okay, so I assume we need to keep going this way. The temperature's looking pretty good, but it's getting misty, which is never usually a good thing. Let's keep heading this way. Hopefully we won't see any wolves or anything nasty as we head up here. Yeah, I know, but I don't really want to sleep here. Okay, well I've got some Skeeter's Ridge. Okay. Oh, help me. I don't know where I'm going at this stage. Well, I have a burned out building. Still has a chimney in it though, so if I can get in it could well be... Oh, there is actually a basement here. There's actually a basement here. Okay. Oh, wait a moment. Oh, okay. Right. I'm just trying to figure out whether we've actually come the right way or not. But as we're up here, let's just quickly have a loot through here. We might be able to offload some stuff. I'm going to leave that. I haven't really got time to faff around with it. Got some more water. That's useful. We do have some more canned foods. I think I'm going to leave the vast majority of them on the shelves. Take that. Not going to bother with the sewing kit. Or the bandage, quite frankly, because we're having to travel light. I'm going to take the energy bar. Not going to bother with those. There's only going to be clothes in there. There's quite a nice little cache in here. We've got some firewood and things. Okay, how badly encumbered are we at the moment? Pretty bad. Okay, I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to sleep in here for a short period of time just to get my condition back up a little bit. So let's just go ahead and rest for 2 hours. And hopefully that will get my fatigue a little bit better. Not brilliant by any means, but a little bit better, and then we're not encumbered when we're moving around. And we can actually take some food on board as well, so I'm going to risk that. We got away with it, excellent, and I'm going to take that soda as well. Cool, so okay, I still don't know where I'm going, but let's head back outside again. And I honestly don't know where I've got to go. I'm assuming that we've got to climb up those two rope climbs, because that seems quite logical. But it's where do we then go from here? Well, I'm going to go this way, because I have my gut feeling is telling me to go to the right, so I'm going to go to the right. That's an old... If anyone the same age as me from the UK remembers the show Nightmare, they always used to say the path to light is on the right, or something along those kind of lines. So that's what I'm following. I'm going to kind of head down this way, simply because that looks a bit like a mountain. Now, I'm wondering whether I need to be going up there, or whether I need to be going down this way. I honestly don't know. This is the kind of risky bit of doing this challenge when you've never actually been to a region before. I just don't know where to go. I'm up on this ridge. I think I'm kind of heading the right way. It's just whether I'm actually... Oh, hang on a minute. Okay, well I have kind of had a thought. There's some broken trees here. And the plane apparently, or there is a plane that crashed on Timberwolf Mountain. So, logically, broken trees would indicate the path the plane took. I might be overthinking that, but let's try it. If it turns out I'm wrong, I will act embarrassed. Still don't know if I'm going the right way or not. We will find out, I think. Oh, hang on a minute. We've got some cars here. We've got some cars. We are actually on like a road. So I'm kind of thinking that we're in the right. We've actually got quite a lot of cars here. Point of disagreement. So this is actually a location. Okay, cool. Right, okay. So I assume there's been a little bit of an argy-bargy going on here. Okay, so I'm going to keep following this. I don't know, I just have a gut feeling we're going in the right direction now. Oh, there's a wolf over there. Well, the road is going round to the right, so I'm kind of going to cut this way. Although there is a path going up that way to the left as well, or what looks like a path. But I still feel that it's the right direction that I need to be going in. There's actually a bridge there. Okay, so let's come around here. This is an area that I have never ever been to. And I genuinely... Oh well, hang on a minute. Is this the top of the waterfall? Right, if this is the top of the waterfall, I think we are possibly now heading the wrong way. We need to be going this way. Well, that seems logical for being a mountain over that way. So let's try going over here. It's quite what looks like quite a steep path up that way. I don't know whether I can go up there. What a time and place to be exploring somewhere for the first time, eh? You know, one of these challenges. Maybe I should have come and... In hindsight, maybe I should have come and done a sandbox game first and just kind of explored Timberwolf Mountain, but... I don't know, instincts are telling me I am now heading the right way. Well, this definitely seems like a mountain. Question is, where do we go from here? Okay, I got a feeling if we go down there, we're heading back into Pleasant Valley. So let's try going this way. And I know anybody who has actually played this and knows how to get to Timberwolf Mountain is probably screaming at me at this point. But I honestly don't know where I'm going. Well, I can drop down the other side of here. So I'm going to do that. Can actually... Oh, is this the campsite? Oh no, this is the campsite. Right, okay, we're not quite in the right place then. We need to be a bit further over here, I think. Yeah, there must be an easier path to get to Timberwolf Mountain than the way I've done it. Kind of yes, I'm kind of a little bit lost at this stage. Don't 100% know where I'm going. Well, let's try going up here if it'll let me. Which I get a feeling it's probably not going to. No, okay, so we're going to have to come down and around. I don't know, I just have a feeling that I am pretty close. But I'm just not quite in the right place. Now this looks a bit more promising. Aha, another rope. Right. This looks more promising. I think we're there. I'm going to go with this, because this is definitely taking us in the right direction. Okay, we have a destroyed building, which probably isn't going to be massively useful to us. Oh, I take that back. There is some useful stuff potentially in here. Okay, I've got 3 hours of daylight left. So, and I'm encumbered, and I'm tired, so I've got to get up that rope, which is going to prove to be a bit of a problematic challenge. So what I think I'm going to do, I have a horrible feeling I'm going to have to bed down here for a bit. Get myself a good fire going. And bed down here. So let's get a fire lit. And then I think I might have to bed down here, but I'm not going to stay here for the whole night because I just don't think I can afford to do that. I think I need to get moving. Unless I do stay here for the whole night and then go up and down Timberwolf Mountain in one day. But I don't know how long it's going to take me to get up Timberwolf Mountain because I've never done it. So this could be interesting. This could be very interesting. Okay, well, we've got ourselves a fire going, so let's bung 3 bits of this cedar on. That gives me a 3-hour fire. So what I'm now going to do is I am going to put my bedroll down for, oops, wrong button, for probably 2 hours. Yeah, still struggling to get the hang of this menu system. I'm going to put it right there, and I'm going to go down for 2 hours. And cross my fingers that nothing comes and eats me in the night. Okay, so we're now practically in the dark. But it looks pretty clear, so I reckon we'll be alright. Okay, I can't bed down for... I'm just going to bung another bit of cedar on that. I'm going to do another hour. And then we'll see how dark it really is, because we're going to have to get a shift on, and I think that means I'm going to have to travel at night. So this has potential to be dramatic if we screw it up. It really does. So, how's our condition? Well, we are slightly better. If we go for the old food mortar, well, we're just going to go for some soda, I think. We're not encumbered, so that's definitely better. And I'm going to go for the old coffee trick, so that will help with our fatigue. And then we are going to make a break up this rope and hopefully pass on to Timberwolf Mountain. We're going to do it in the dark, which is going to be interesting. Okay, let's take that on board. And I'm going to take a brand, although I have an odd feeling that I'm probably not going to be able to walk up the mountain with it. Or climb up the rope with it, but anyhow. Okay, so it's a fairly clear night, so hopefully we can travel at night without too much of a problem. Let's see. Okay, we've lost our brand, but never mind. Let's see if we can get up this rope. There does look to be a little ledge here, so it could well be that we can actually drop onto the ledge. But I think we're going to... yeah, I think we might have to just drop... looks like there's a ledge. Okay, no, actually, we're going to be alright. We're just about going to get to the top. Okay, we're up. Right, so, I did lose my brand, which is a bit annoying. I am now quite tired as well, having climbed up that rope. But I'm going to keep going. Let's make our way down this path, which I assume transitions us to Timberwolf Mountain. Let's find out. Yes, I know we're tired, but I'm a little bit stuck at the minute, to be perfectly honest with you. We need to try and keep ourselves moving. Now, I have to be honest, I don't do much travelling at night in the long dark, so this is kind of freaky. There we go. We're leaving Pleasant Valley and transitioning to Timberwolf Mountain. So, this could be interesting. Now, I need to find some shelter somewhere. We are on Timberwolf Mountain for the very, very first time. I'm just going to pick a couple of sticks up because I have used some. And let's keep ourselves going. I am kind of just using the force at the moment to navigate. With it being dark. It's actually not too bad. They really have overhauled the darkness in the long dark. And it's quite nice. When you have a clear night, you do actually now have pretty good moonlight that you can navigate by. Which is pretty good. Okay, if we've got another mountaineering rope here. And we've got to go up. Nope. It's just an outcrop. Let me go round the corner. See, part of me is thinking about building a campfire and camping here until it goes light, but I don't know what is around on Timberwolf Mountain, bears and wolves and things, so the only thing that's freaking me out slightly is that I can't really see if anything's approaching me, so could easily get jumped. Okay, we're now encumbered because we're tired. We're coming out onto an open plain by the looks of things. Oh, here we are. Right, so we're finding bits of plain. Literally an open plain. There's the landing gear. You can see a wheel. It's quiet. The wind's picked up a bit. I'm hoping I don't lose my clear night, because that would suck. Looks like I'm going to. So we've got landing gear. So we've discovered some landing gear. So let's go this way. I think my theory about following the broken trees, because that's where the plane crash was kind of wrong. But never mind. There's the moon. Got what looks like another bit of something sticking out of the snow here. I'm kind of hoping if I come around this way we are going to find this mountaineer's hut that I am looking for. I don't really know where it is, so I'm just kind of hoping that we stumble across it, because if we don't, our challenge could well end here. Because again, at the moment I honestly don't know where I'm going. But I do know that there is a hut of some description somewhere not too far from the transition area, so hopefully I can find it. So we really are flying blind here. In more ways than one, and I do hope you guys can see this, because I know that YouTube tends to make videos quite dark, and obviously we are out at night on the long dark. I can see quite well at the moment, but I'm slightly concerned that you guys might not be able to. I'm actually going to go ahead and light my storm lantern. Partly so you guys can see a bit better. Okay, let's take stock. Where are we? Ah! Hut! That's what we want. Perfect. Okay, so I think I can actually now extinguish this because I can see where I'm aiming for. We have a hut. So I want to get inside this hut. Now, I believe this isn't counted as a proper indoor location from what other people have told me. So let's get in there and find out. Yep, got a mountaineer's hut. There's the door. Yes, it's not counted as a proper indoor location. But it should still be a bit warmer in here than it is outside, and there is a bed. In fact, there's 2 beds. And some other stuff. So, what I'm going to do, I'm going to call it a day for this video, and I'm going to sleep through the night. So, Let me, I'm actually pretty okay food, water-wise, but I just need to take on board a few calories through food. So let me just take that on board. I've got an MRE, so we may as well use that. So that'll get our carries all the way up to the top. And let's then sleep. I'm going to go ahead and try and sleep for the 9 hours and see if it'll let me. If not, we'll just sleep for as long as we can. And then hopefully we shall wake up. Oh, we have actually woken up in daylight. So I shall say thank you for watching. End of this video. So join us again very soon for video number 4. We'll go through this. We'll have a bit of a scavenge and then we shall make our way up Timberwolf Mountain. So thank you for watching, and I shall see you again very, very soon for the next one.